talk about a slap heard around the world. My God!
Oh, wow!
Will Smith! What the hell was that all about? I used to love that guy. You know what? I'm going to try my hardest not to pass judgment here because I believe that is a man struggling with something. I mean, at his age, to do something like that in such a public setting, you're a man who clearly needs help, which was evident in the YouTube series that you did about your book, which was all to sell your book, where you exposed yourself and you were raw and that you exclaimed that you were a coward. Well, guess what? You are a coward based on your actions last night, and you clearly have not dealt with these issues that you've exposed to the world because you can't take a joke.
When I didn't get the approval I sought, my anguish would express itself as the general. The general's job was to get the flag to the top of the hill by any means necessary and to punish those who dared to dissent.
Chris Rock's joke was a nothing joke. I mean, a nothing joke.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
Jada suffers from alopecia. I understand that, and it's got to be very difficult for a woman as beautiful as she is to have to deal with something like that. But she's very open about it, and I believe she brought it up to help other women going through similar situations. And I think that she's smart enough to know that she's in the public eye and that, you know, hey, she might get a jab or two thrown at her because of the stuff that she shares. It's happened before.
Jada boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited.
My guess is that it's happened so many times now, the two of them just finally hit their breaking point. And the last I knew, that Jada was a very strong, independent black woman who could take care of herself. She didn't need a knight in shining armor to run in her defense, let alone on national television. Now first, I want to say Chris Rock, he handled it like a champ.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
I'm going to, okay? Okay. That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
You know, he's a comedian, he makes jokes. And let's rewind a little bit back. Regina Hall, earlier in the evening, was, you know, making a joke about their relationship. You know, everybody knows that Jada had this fling on the side with some dude while I guess they were separated. Regina Hall brings up these, you know, eligible bachelors for herself. And one of the people that she wants to bring up is Will Smith and makes the joke about how Jada says it's okay, which is a clear reflection of the past troubles that they've had.
Will Smith, you're married, but you know what? You're on the list and looks like Jada approved you, so you get on up here. Get on up here.
In my opinion, that's a worse joke. That is a worse joke, but boy, they went right along with it. They laughed and laughed and laughed. Chris Rock calls her G.I. Jane, and it gets slapped for it? I mean, what the hell is going on? Honestly, I think Will is still reeling from that whole situation. If you watch that Red Table Talk where they actually address this whole issue with her side piece, he just sits there and kind of goes with it. It doesn't feel like he really wants to be there. He feels very uncomfortable having the conversation and being public about it. I mean, it's clear. It's like that discussion was his Mike Tyson moment. You know the interview where Barbara Walters interviews Robin Givens and Mike Tyson just has to sit there and take it? Now granted, those are two totally different subjects. Just the look on their face, very similar. And I actually felt for him back then. But after this, like, dude, those are not the actions of a healthy guy. I wish Will Smith the best. I can't say I have much respect for him after what he did. And I will be really, really disappointed in the Oscars if they bring Will Smith back next year. If they bring him back next year, I think that sends a bad message. So we'll see what happens, but that's my take on it. I am Team Chris Rock on this, and shame on you, Will. Shame.
Shame. Shame. Shame. No! What are you waiting for? Do it!